Putin claims Moscow is ready for talks with Ukraine as attacks continue. President Vladimir Putin has claimed Russia is ready for negotiations to end the war in Ukraine, even as the country faces further attacks from Moscow. In an interview on state television, Putin said excerpts of which will be released on Sunday afternoon, and that Russia is ready to negotiate some acceptable outcomes with all participants in this process. It is they who are refusing to negotiate, not us, he said, a statement the Kremlin has repeatedly made in recent months as the invasion 10 months ago began to falter. Putin also reiterated that Moscow has no other choice, and said he believed the Kremlin was on the right track. "We are defending our national interests, our citizens and our national interests," he said. Putin's comments come as the attacks on Ukraine continue. A nationwide air alert was declared twice on Sunday alone, with 3 rockets hitting the partially occupied town of Kramatorsk in the Donetsk region in the afternoon, local officials said. Ukrainian Donetsk Governor Pavlo Kyrylenko said the rocket hit an industrial area in the city and no one was injured. Kyrylenko said on Sunday he was also hit by 6 artillery shells in the city of Avdiivka, injuring a woman. Elsewhere in the frontline region, around the town of Bakhmut where heavy fighting has raged in recent weeks, Russian forces are struggling to keep up the pace of their attacks, according to a US-based think tank. Reported this weekend, the rate of Russian military advance in the Bakhmut area has likely slowed in recent days, but it is too early to assess whether the Russian offensive to capture Bakhmut has peaked. The think tank quoted a Russian military blogger as recently acknowledging that Ukrainian forces in the Bakhmut region have managed to somewhat slow the pace of the advance of Russian forces around Bakhmut and its surrounding settlements. Sources on Ukrainian social media previously claimed that Ukrainian forces had completely driven Russian forces out of the eastern outskirts of Bakhmut, the report added. Russian forces are likely to struggle to keep pace with offensive operations in the Bakhmut region and may seek to initiate a tactical or operational pause, the institute concluded. The day before, dozens of people were killed and wounded in a deadly Russian attack on the southern city of Kherson, which was recaptured by Ukrainian forces last month. Russian forces have shelled the partly occupied Ukrainian region of the Kherson region in the past 24 hours, including 71 times in the past 24 hours, including his 41 attacks on the city of Kherson, said Ukrainian governor of the region Yaroslav Yanu. Sevik reported on Sunday. Officials said a total of 16 people were killed, including 3 rescue workers killed in clearing mines in the Berislav district of the region. Yanushevich said he also injured 64 others. In the neighboring Dnipropetrovsk region, the city of Nikopol came under heavy shelling overnight, Governor Valentin Reznichenko said. No casualties were reported,